Oh man. Oh man. There's a creeper in my greenhouse. Get out of there. Get out of there. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sally Green and I'm in the survival adventure realm because today is Sunday. And yes, I'm actually recording this on Sunday. And I'm going to work a little bit more on the house. I'm going to show you some of the improvements that I made off camera and kind of give you a tour of some things that I kind of tweaked and fixed. But first of all, I want to add a few names to, I guess, what is becoming the secondary shout out wall. Make sure, am I the only one on the server? Yes, okay, I am. So I'm going to add two names, and these are from YouTube comments. Let me get out of F5, okay? All right, my first name that I have, and I just want to make sure that I spell this right, so if I'm not talking right into the microphone, Natalie Portillo, or Portillo, I'm not sure how you say it. I'll just spell it out. It's Natalie, N-A-T-A-I-L-A. No, Natalie, not Natalia. And Portillo, that's her YouTube name. Or it might be a parent's account. I'm not sure. Sorry. But thank you for commenting. I saw your comments and I appreciate your support. And Corrine Quack Slay. I thought the quack was super cute. So you have a super cute name. Quack. It would help if I could type Slay. Okay. So I do read all your comments on YouTube, Instagram, on Twitter, and I really appreciate everyone's support. We have an unwelcome visitor in the house. Yes, I'm in creative mode right now. I was messing around with playing with some things on the house. Just kind of trying some stuff out and just kind of decorating. And I thought, oh, okay, well, hold on, let me get this guy. I don't have a sword in my inventory or I would just get him really fast. I'm just kind of punching him to death with a sign. There we go. Let me get rid of that. I don't know why I have all of this extra stuff. Oh, okay, it's just from building materials. So let me show you a few things that I've done on the house so far. So I did this floor just to brighten up the place. I think birchwood is probably better because the walls are just so dark. So I replaced some of the ceiling also. I'm adding a few details in the form of stairs, the different woods placed the different way. Just kind of going around and just tweaking it a little bit so it's not so plain and not so just straight and forward and same color. Yes, I still have to have the dark wall because it's Chad, I think, who has built stuff on the server and hasn't done an episode about it yet. So I know that there's some things built behind that wall that I'm not allowed to reveal, and he still hasn't done anything with them yet. As of today, he may have already this weekend. I'm not sure. Just not aired it. So yeah, I was playing with this, some decorations and things. That was that big plain wall. I didn't really add anything except some torches. I was trying to keep I need to put a window right there. I was trying to keep the spawning, the monsters from spawning in here because it was so dark. Oh, I changed this so I could still see into my beautiful greenhouse. But I put a door right here because there's not an external door on that side. So I didn't want things just kind of waltzing into my house. So, yeah, I didn't change anything in the kitchen, really. Let's see. A few things upstairs I started on. I made this little landing right here where, like, you'll first come up to the top floor. I don't think I'm going to I don't know if I've raised the whole floor, where, like, the bedroom, and there's, like, a bedroom and, like, a bathroom back there, are going to be. I'm not really sure if I'm going to do that yet. I'm just kind of playing with details right now. But I started adding some pillars on this side. And then as I added the pillars, I had to do something to kind of make it look symmetrical on the outside. So I was like, oh, this is starting to look kind of like a lodge. So I was thinking of, in terms of aesthetically, just making this more like a lodge kind of feel because it does have a lot of dark woods. It's the dark green. It's a mix of woods, a really eclectic mix of like materials. Eclectic means weird if you don't know what that word means. So yeah, I went around and I started to kind of make this symmetrical and to kind of fill in some details, just to give it some visual interest, kind of make it look different. So I did that, and then the big improvement. Let me show you this. So I did a little bit of more work on the cellar basement storage room down here. I filled in here. I probably need to put some torches in this little room. But I went down here and I think I'm pretty much done with the storeroom. And I really like the way it looks right now. So I kind of filled it in a little bit. I created some shelves. Not every single shelving works. So like some of the slabs and some of the stairs, you can't actually place things on, some of them. But it doesn't look empty. It's pretty cool. I added a little bit of glowstone, added some light, just an interesting shelving features, things that you would find just kind of shoved away in a closet if you were just storing some stuff like in your house. So that's what, my vision for this room kind of panned out really, really well. So I know I said I wasn't going to spawn in any weapons or anything that was helpful for survival, just basically decorative stuff. But this was just an example to show how I'm going to label what goes in all the chests. So you can kind of see that representation of what that'll be like. And then like all these chests you can open, all of these are workable because they have the slabs. They're like, if they have something covering them, it's just a slab, so you can still open the chest. So so I did that, and somebody suggested, I'm sorry I didn't go back and look, but I did read the comment to add some more crafting tables like under the stairs to kind of make it match this side, and I thought that was a really great idea. So if you think in terms of like there's tools, like this is kind of looks like a saw, and this kind of looks like an axe. So like if you think of, that maybe there's tools hanging in the storage room, that kind of thing, it kind of gives that look. And then I did a little pattern on the floor, just kind of messing around with like the way the floor looks. Oh, and I did bust through the wall and light up the cave system on the outside of the wall. So hopefully that takes away the monster sounds when we're down here in the basement. So that's pretty much what I've done so far, what I did off camera. And so today, I just want to continue maybe with the upstairs, or I could go into survival mode and move the stuff from the chest down to the storeroom, and then that way we can start working on decorating this main room, this great room here. And I don't want to do it in creative mode because I don't want to accidentally spawn in anything, and I don't want to like have doubles of stuff. So that's what I was gonna do in survival mode, just to make sure that I don't cheat anything in, nothing that is absolutely necessary for survival. So yeah, I can do that really quick, and then I also want to continue this upstairs idea. And I think what I might want to do is if I bring the whole top floor up one. So like if you think in terms of setting things on top of the blocks, this is not going to stay there. This is just an example. So as you come up the stairs, this is a slab. You can't really set anything on top of a slab. So you try to set it on top of the slab, there's like that gap right there, So like if you can't really set a chest, you can't really decorate this part or do anything with it. So if I'm gonna I'm either gonna leave it this level, or I can give it its own floor if I bring it up one on the outside. Does that make sense? I put this railing here, but I'm not totally convinced that this railing needs to stay, especially if I do bring the top floor up a little bit. It'll also give us a little more room to play with decorating, and give us another layer to change and make different. So this would be like the floor. So this is the part that we would walk on. Right, this is not going to be made out of this. This is probably going to be dark wood. So yeah, I like doing this in creative. I know you guys are like, it's survival adventure, but I just this is such a huge build, and I said this before too, that I just really, really enjoy the freedom to change it around. Like that. Like I laid it out that way, but I don't want it to stay that way. And it would just be so much harder to change it if we were in survival. And my house is really big. It's bigger than your usual like survival type house. So so I really like the freedom to just be able to switch things around and change it. So yeah, that was pretty much what I wanted to show you guys with the house. I want to talk a little bit about this week and how that went for everyone. My son started school this week, and I know a lot of you guys started school lately. I got a lot of really great comments about school on the last survival adventure, so that was pretty awesome. I mean, I hope that if you guys did start school or have been in school for a while, that you're doing really well and that you're making new friends. I know that when you first start school, especially if you're going to a new school, that can be really scary. But, you know, it all works out. Everything works out in the end. Definitely, definitely. I'm a big believer in that. That everything works out like it's supposed to. All right, so that's working out really, really lovely. Maybe instead of jungle wood, because this is the top story is kind of outlined in this stone. I don't know. See, then we have to deal with this on this side. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, especially considering if we are stepping on this part. Like if you know what, I'll do this. You know what? This is going to be the bathroom, right? Yeah, because the plumbing all needs to be on one side of the house. Plumbing, you know, if you're in a house in real life, your plumbing is all on one side. Like your pipes for your water is all on one side. So maybe I could work on the bathroom this time. Yeah, let's do that. Let's work on the bathroom a little bit. So if I make the bathroom have tile floor, like bathrooms usually have tile floor. Yes, it's raining. I know, it's crazy rain. Then I feel like this needs another support beam on this side, but I think it's going to be uneven if I do this. Like another support beam. Oh, I could do this. I could do it like this. Okay, that matches. That pretty well matches with the way the outside of the house looks. Okay, good. I like it. Yeah, we'll do that. So I need something that looks like, I don't really want to do quartz, and we could do the bone block again like we have in the kitchen, just to kind of bring that same theme up a little bit. So this is probably going to have to be, yeah, more like this. Okay. I like that. That's not bad. And the thing about this is, though, if we keep this as a slab, we might have to increase this to be too high so that it covers the side of the flooring on the top. Because if we leave it open and try to put glass right here, you'll basically see the side of the block that's meant to be the floor. Okay, so I think we're going to have to do that. I think we're going to have to make this 2 slabs high around the base here, because that's actually going to be the floor of the top story. There we go. And then I have the freedom to, I don't know if you guys hear that thunder, but it is thundering at my house for real. Not just in Minecraft, it's thundering for real. At least here anyway. Okay, so now this is now the new floor. Let's do this sideways. Yes, I like that a lot. Now it kind of looks like tile. It looks like a tile floor. What if I did, I know the bottom like the kitchen I interspersed with quartz and the bone block. Oh, that grain is not white. Right, correct. Okay. I could leave it this way. Leave it kind of everything pointing the same direction. Or I could switch it up a little bit and do like a very subtle pattern that kind of looks like tile floor. Kind of like that. Okay. How does that? Okay. See what I mean? Like kind of a subtle, this grain's going this way, or this grain's going that way. I think I like the way that looks a lot. Okay. Let's see what that looks like when I finish it. This will be the bathroom. And I have to have room to build in the bathroom too. So we're going to need like either a shower stall or a bathtub and a sink and a potty, of course. So this will be the bathroom. Now this is not going to have a, well, it can if we wanted to, but I don't envision this having a dip right here. That this is all going to be the same height on the ceiling or on the top story. So this is going to be like, just for now, this will be the floor of the bedroom. This is going to be a big, great big bedroom. With a closet and a big bed built nicely like a canopy bed. I kind of want to do something really big like that. But this is going to be the floor, so it's not going to have a dip down. I mean, I guess we can maybe make it sunken, but I want the ability to change the floor. So if you change the floor right here, that's going to change the roof of the bottom story. So we'll give ourselves an extra layer to kind of be creative. Okay, so there's the floor. I really like that. It does look like tile. What if we change it up just a little bit? What color is clay? Like, I'm thinking like this. And hear me out. Let's see if we can add a little bit of color to the bathroom. Just a pop of color here and there, just to kind of give it some visual interest. That doesn't exactly line up. See, this one doesn't either, does it? Ah, no, that's 3. It's 3 and 2, but that's because it matches the bottom story. Oh, that's why it's like that. Okay. Well, then let's do this. Let's do... Whoops. Over-clicking. There we go. Let's do that. Okay, I kind of like that. I don't know. Maybe if we outline the whole thing. What does it look like? Is that too much color? Too much mauve color? Gray color? Kind of pinky gray? I don't know what you call that. You call that pinky gray? I don't know. Okay, there we go. That's not bad. I kind of like that. It looks like there's a different color tile around the outside. And then that on the inside. Very nice. Okay, so... now we can build some features into the bathroom. So we're definitely going to need a cauldron. And we're going to place the cauldron. It's going to be this sink or the potty. Do I have enough room? Oh, I do. Okay. All right. I was looking to see if I had enough room to sink the potty into this. I think... oh man. Oh man. There's a creeper in my greenhouse. Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, so let's think about this. I think I'm going to put the bathtub or the shower stall in this corner, in this back corner back here. So let me just outline that really quick. This is not going to be it. That's just where I think it should probably, we should leave room for it. We should leave room for it right here. Okay, so that's going to be like the bathtub. So the toilet probably needs to be like right here. That is going to be the potty. And then we need a sink. And I think the sink is going to be on this side. Okay. So my son's looking over my shoulder and he's laughing because I'm making the bathroom. So the bathroom needs to be pretty well enclosed. I know that this is not going to look the same from the outside though. It's going to make the outside of my house a different color. That part I don't really like. The outside of my house is going to be the inside of the bathroom's color unless we go like this. And we'd have to make it, that means we'd have to make the bathroom a little bit smaller. I can maybe afford to make the bathroom a little bit smaller. Just for the sake of like actually giving it bathroom walls. Okay, that's not too bad. That's still, a fairly good sized bathroom. So we'll still put the potty right here. And then we can still put the sink on this side. Oh, I don't need 2. Just need 1. Sink. There we go. All right, cool. That works. And then we'll finish building out the wall here. And we'll put the door right here. So this is the doorway. And this will be the bathroom. There we go. All right. So I want a contrasting color. And I'm thinking like a blue. Like this. And it looks almost purple, but I kind of like that. All right, so we'll build up with this. And I think it needs to be a little bit taller. So we're going to actually put the ceiling on this side. And again, I'm outlining, so this may not stay this way. This is just going to be like the outline of things. And then I want to go back and add details later. And I'm still adding details all over the house. So there's really nothing very much that's final. I think maybe the basement is probably final at this point, but the rest of the house is definitely not finished. Definitely not finished for sure. All right. How long have we been recording? About 20 minutes. This is about a 20-minute episode. That's not bad. Okay. Mostly building. Don't have a lot of life stories to talk about this time. All right, we need privacy. I want windows in here, but we definitely need some privacy in the bathroom. In the bathroom, we need privacy. Okay, so I'll finish that when I do the outside. All right, so we got to think visually about how the inside looks, and how the outside looks. All right, so I've got the bathroom. Oh no, I have to cut that part out. You can see. Oh, I'm going to have to double check this episode and make sure that I don't reveal any spoilers. I think I just accidentally revealed a spoiler. So if I made a cut or if there's a black screen, it's because you can see what's been built in the city. Oh no, because I'm working on the backside of my house. All right, you guys. All right, I'm going to have to be extra careful and make sure I don't reveal anything that I'm not allowed to reveal yet. All right. Oh, you know what? Actually, this needs to be sunken in one to be like a bathtub or like a shower. Haha! There we go. Okay. So if this is going to be the shower stall, then we're probably going to need to build it in a wee bit on this side and this side. Here we go. Yeah, I like this. I will make windows, but like windows in a bathroom are up high for privacy, or they're really small, or they're like frosted glass. It's a bathroom. So we don't need to have anybody trying to peek in at the bathroom. All right, that's pretty cool. Okay, this is not going to be completely done. Lever and just for looks, a tripwire hook. I can't think of anything else that looks like a faucet. Because there needs to be a little faucet spout for the sink. We need a toilet lid, so we're gonna have a trapdoor. Can I do an iron trapdoor with a button? Let me see if that'll work. Button. An iron trapdoor with a button for the toilet. Okay, that does work. To kind of open and close as if you're flushing the toilet. It needs to be full of water. Actually, that looks a little bit close to what I have the shower stall made out of now, so I think I'm going to move it over here. Did I put it on this side? No, I can't go on the same place the button is. We'll probably put it up here. Is that close enough? Okay, yes, that works just fine. So I need to replace this way. Okay. All right. Cool. So we have a toilet. We have the sink. We need to put some water in it. And then we're going to have a shower. The shower turner honor thingy. And then like that, maybe? Or just like that. I think that works. That kind of looks like a shower head. Oh, can I do banners for a shower curtain? We're going to have a white banner shower curtain. See if I can figure out the best way to do this. Okay, this is just for the sake of outlining. I'm probably not going to keep it like this. Just keep in mind. Oh, no, that doesn't work. That's too high. That's too far up there. All right, what if we just did this and lined them up very well? Line it up on the side. There we go. Like this. Or we could put it inside a little bit. Can we place it? Nope. Okay. We could do like that. I mean, that's kind of like privacy. I could fill in one wall. Okay. I'm going to play with this idea a little bit of how to do this shower. And I think I'll probably get it finished when we get back. But that's the idea. There's the bathroom being made. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to end this episode right here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had as much fun watching it as I did playing it. And we will see you next time. Bye.